What is Google Plus and will it dominate? Lightroom focuses your images, Apple responds to Final Cut Pro X haters, and more. This is Tech Dose. Welcome to Tech Dose. We're your hosts Dan
and Rob. So, Apple released an FAQ on their website, sort of responding to all the haters, and it said we're responding to some of the top questions. Yeah, I only saw them reply to one. So here is just a couple of quotes I took out from the FAQ. So the first one is, Final Cut Pro X is a breakthrough in non-linear editing. Glad they think so. It's impressed many pro editors. So they're kind of very much defending themselves, which obviously they would do, because you wouldn't just sort of go out and be like, we admit it, our software's crap. You wouldn't do that. You know, you just wouldn't do that. Would you do that, Dan?
No, I wouldn't.
No, he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it, you see.
I wouldn't, that'd be stupid.
Yeah, I know, it's just crazy. So personally, I think Final Cut Pro X is kind of a bit of a fail, only because I was expecting something obviously a bit more pro and better than Final Cut Pro 7, but it's kind of gone the other way. I mean, the layout and the look is brilliant. It looks so much nicer. It feels easier to use. Yet Final Cut Pro 7 felt like I was actually using some professional software. I was getting more out of it, whereas like this feels like I'm on iMovie that's had loads of drugs. There's also been a petition that someone made, and it says a bunch of stuff that I totally agree with, and Dan does. We both signed it. I think I was like 831, and then I checked it like the next day and there was like 3,900 like signatures, and basically they're saying that they kind of demand Final Cut Pro Suite 3 be reinstated, Final Cut Pro X to be part of the iMovie family. So if you want to check out that petition and sign it, please click the link below. So some big features that the old Final Cut Pro used to have that pro editors are kind of annoyed about is multi-camera and red support, because red is 4K, which is like 17 times bigger than 1080p. I don't think it is that big, but it's like ridiculously bigger than 1080p. So there's just so many little things that it hasn't got that people are just really annoyed with, and Apple are actually refunding certain people. So Apple don't usually do that, so that's quite big. So next story.
So Google Plus, could it be a Facebook killer? Google Plus organises your friends into circles and groups and shares certain things with them. It's invite only at the moment, and hopefully it will be a Facebook killer. Like, they have really bad history with social networking with Buzz and Wave in the past, and they failed so much of their products. And hopefully Google Plus will actually beat up Facebook and it will actually win, hopefully.
So Lightroom has created a camera and some technology that allows you to focus your image after you've taken it. So say you've just taken a picture at a birthday party and you can't really create the moment again, and it's completely focused on like a pile of dirt in the background when there's actually a kid blowing out his first ever candle, and you're like, oh. So you can actually get that picture, click anywhere on it, and it will refocus it. So I would have thought this camera would be better for things like that, where it's more family orientated rather than professional photographers, because I imagine when you're a professional photographer, you're not really gonna just get your camera out and click. You kind of actually take a bit of time to make sure it's focused and all the settings are perfect. So it's great and a really good idea, and it's just amazing. But I imagine it's going to be quite expensive, and I imagine it's not going to be too aimed at the professional photographers. If you want to check out this software and the pictures, go on their website, link in the description, and you can actually see some pictures they've taken with it and refocus them on the website. So it's really cool. I highly recommend you check it out. It's in the description.
OS 5 Beta 2 is now available for developers. The changes is that it's added Wi-Fi sync for Macs, so you can go over on your iPhone somewhere else in the house, then go and click sync, and it'll sync all your music and everything straight to your iPhone over Wi-Fi. Of course, it's a lot slower than being plugged in, but it's also a really awesome concept. It's been out for a couple of years now on the jailbreak system, and now it's available, and it's just an awesome feature. It's also jailbreakable today on Red Snow, and it's still really buggy, so I wouldn't advise upgrading to it. Just stay on 4.3.3. And link is in the description.
So to all Final Cut users, what do you think about Final Cut Pro X? Do you like it? Do you hate it? And to everyone else, what do you think about Google Plus? Do you think it's going to be the Facebook killer? Do you think it's going to dominate? Post your comments and opinions below, and we will try and respond to every single one. So thank you for watching. This has been Tech Dose. We talked about some of the stories that interested us this week, and look forward to Tech Dose next Friday.
Yeah.